Power to the truth. This is Untitled de Aztlán, transmitting from Sacramento. Just my spin on what's going on these days. At this point, I am convinced that 9/11 was a coup d'etat. And after 9/11, the whole world was transformed. If you look at the chain of events after, how the U.S. invaded Iraq, Afghanistan, and the general paranoia that many Americans had. I remember I was at Mesa Community Campus when it happened, around Cordova, and our mailman had like gloves on, plastic gloves because of the anthrax scare, and people were really fearful. I believe that as a result of 9/11 and other tragedies, that the American psyche itself has become one that could be described as paranoid schizophrenic. Paranoid in the sense of always being fearful. Say nowadays, if you see someone who looks like a Muslim with a turban, even though they may not be Muslim, there's that memory, that fearfulness. And we become more aware of the existence of terror and terrorism. We're more suspicious of other people, especially foreigners, especially people from the Middle East, Islamophobia. So it's kind of where the country's at right now in the USA. We have the so-called left-wing movement, which is lost. People who are strung out on the whole left wing versus right wing, and there's a lot of division. And then we got people who do not even know what sex they are. Man, woman, transgender. Let alone the good old racism that is used to keep us divided along color lines. And as for myself, I get it from all sides. I get racism from white people. I'm 63 years old, so I can feel racism. Now I get it from black people, who many see Mexicans, Chicanos, Latinos as like competition. And fascism loves to engender competition amongst us. And one way they do that is through racism. Even Obama talking about America being exceptional creates divisions between us and people of other nations. Even the whole concept of nation. A nation to me would be independent, free country And really, the USA itself is not even a nation. It's really a internal colony of the US empire. So the whole concept of internationalism is inappropriate. Remember, power is the dual capacity to, first of all, correctly define phenomena. What's phenomena? Well, we can see here, smell, taste, touch. The power to correctly define phenomena, and then secondly, make that phenomena change in a desired or projected manner. So we must be correct in how we analyze reality. There's so many misconceptions and mind games going on that I believe many of us have just given up on trying to create change. I mean constructive change. And it's always easier to destroy than to build. It's always easier to knock someone down and help build them up. So right now there is a lot of discontent in the USA when we have innocent black youth just being shot dead in the streets. And there might be some marches for a while, but then they die out. So then we're at the point now where we gotta see that Black lives matter, brown lives matter, all lives matter. You got to learn how to trust each other. And trust is a big need that we have. How many married couples don't even trust each other, let alone whole peoples. So we need to build up trust by testing it, doing activities together, working together and supporting each other's movements. Even though I look at it more as a matrix. There's no one overall movement. There's no one overall organization. It's going to be a collection of different elements, a collection of different groups and individuals. We may be able to make the most positive impact in our environment on the local level. Who can afford to run for president? I hope that 2016, the presidential elections are going to be vicious. I see the Republican Party as openly reactionary, anti-immigrant, not just a matter of racist, they're both racist parties. The Democratic Party tends to be more receptive, more liberal. Yet overall, both parties are really one corporate war party. So if a little bit of cyanide is going to kill you, a double dose is going to kill you worse and quicker. So what I'm saying is that we have to get out of the whole bipolarity, what I call bipolar politics, where left is good, right is bad. Democrats are good, Republicans bad, blue's good, red's bad. That's bipolar, shallow thinking. We need to look at each situation in this environment. We need to, if we're going to judge people, when we do, whether we say we don't or not, judge people one at a time. Look at a situation in its overall environment. And be good at cognition. Like the word recognition, cognition. We need to study a lot. Chances are we'll probably end up killing each other off. Some maniac with a dirty bomb. There's a lot of dangers in the world. And we can't say with 100% guarantee what's going to happen. You got to figure it out for yourself. As for me, if I waited for the American people to wake up compared to where they are now, I'd die in disappointment. American people do not have the education and do not put in the constructive action for there to be a mere local revolution in this country. The whole idea of revolution seems remote. And if we look at other countries and other peoples who are struggling for their freedom, for their liberation, for their right to exist, right to be, and we link up with other people in other countries, we think on a global level, not just a little exceptional level, but on a global level, then there's more of a glimmer of hope that together we can make this a better world. I think overall we need to look at how we define stuff, like globalism. Globalism is supposed to be like something evil. But what if it meant worldwide democracy, global democracy? So there, once again, you got to look at how you define words. Because it's through words that we communicate, through words that we express ourselves. And through words that we write books, write articles, write blogs. So many times we do not even know how to correctly use the power of the word. I hope as time goes by that we'll get better at it. And the word can be very beautiful. The word can kill, or the word can heal. When was the last time you told somebody that you cared about that you loved them? And I didn't mean real quick before you hang them on the phone, or real quick before you go out the door. I mean, look at the one that you love in the eye and say, I truly love you. Think about it. Feel about it. Understand that we have a lot to learn. Carl Jung once referred to society as neurotic. We've gotten worse. I really believe we're paranoid schizophrenics. In varying degrees, some people are more brave, more understanding, more embraced with larger circles of compassion. Other people are more fearful, afraid of strangers, afraid of making friends, afraid of new lovers. I remember back in the day, I'd go to this Lucky Market with a joint of marijuana, and I'd score a piece of ass. Is that bad? Is that evil? No. Now you go to bed with a stranger, you could be putting your life in jeopardy because of AIDS. See, so these are different times than when I was coming up. I'm 63, so I went through the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. So I just want you to do what you can to understand what's going on. I'll try to be more conscientious about doing videos. Though I think many times it's just for my own self-expression. So power to the people. Keep on fighting back. Amen.